Hi, this is Julie at Love's Beginning with a message called Thank Them. Picture this. You are an actor in a stage drama, and every other actor except you knows that they are acting. They are masterful in their roles, and they never ever break character. They simply act out your wishes. How could this be true, you wonder, when they seem to fail to carry out my wishes? How could this be true when they show up as sick or as unhappy? How could those be my wishes? We draw your attention to character wishes. Your character, the body walking around with a name you think is yours, seems to have wishes. It wants ice cream. It wants to be left alone. It wants to be together with others. It seems to want. Underneath the character wishes is a deeper wish. This wish is a desire to be distracted away from the love of God. Dramas can do that, and that is how characters always carry out your deepest wish. As soon as you decide, however, dramas can also be used to return you to the awareness that you have never left God's love. Any feeling of tension shows you your decision to be distracted away from God's love. Simply pause, rest, decide again. Let this drama be used to show me the truth. We promise you you are safe in doing this. The truth is always very good news. The role of the actors is to mirror back what you fear, so you can see what is in your mind. Also within the scope of their role is mirroring back the joy everyone is. But we wish you to understand that whenever you feel tension in relation to any actor, the one acting out your wishes, you are feeling guilt about your wish to be distracted away from God's love. This means you can never be angry with anyone. Not really. But using egoic thought to give you the experience of anger is very distracting, isn't it? God's love seems like a far-off and faint glimmer then. The actors in the drama can also show up as reflections of how to accept the teachings of all the actors. For example, look at what Marie Kondo does. Over and over again she asks if objects bring joy to your heart. You can do the same with thoughts. Does this thought bring joy to my heart? If it doesn't, I can let it go. If I need a replacement thought, Spirit can provide it. The characters and the drama as you perceive them are built out of thoughts. As you allow the thoughts to be replaced, the characters seem to reflect that. Remember that the characters are built out of the thoughts you have accepted. I'm going to pause for just a minute, because my computer is carrying out my wish to be distracted. Sometimes it seems to do things by itself. So I'm going to pause and come back. Okay, here we go. Remember that the characters are built out of the thoughts you have accepted as your own. If you experience any character in a way that brings tension, it means that you have accepted alien thoughts, thoughts that have never been yours. Look to what you are thinking and recognize the thoughts that do not bring joy to your heart. Thank all of the characters in your life and on the world stage as the bright lights they all are right now. How would you know what you are thinking without the help of your reflections? Your fellow actors. They cannot help but serve, no matter how they show up. Thank you for your service is an appropriate greeting for every being across time and space, without exception. Think of any other. Can you feel any subtle or overt defenses popping up? And my computer is reflecting my wish to be distracted again. So this is very interesting for me. I've had this experience with this computer before, And it's really interesting to see it through this lens. I'm going to pause again. Now that other is knocking on your door. Do you feel any defenses now? Explore a little. What specific thoughts come to mind when a particular character is standing on your doorstep waiting to be let in? Is there dread? You dread God's love, but only because you are very confused. Is there a sense? Is there a sense that you must arrange things to be acceptable? You believe that you must arrange this thing you call yourself to be acceptable before you can accept God's love. But you have always been immersed in God's love, surrounded by God's love. The world is your attempt to deny this reality. Would you rather hide than answer the door? You would rather hide in the minutiae of the world than open the door to God's love. Every story you tell is always about God's love because God's love is all there truly is. All else is imagined. What you have imagined can be used to guide you home to the safety of God's love. You only have to make the decision that this is so. Look at the constellation of characters. Look at the humility of your equality with all beings across time and space, all performing the same reflecting function. Give thanks. We give eternal thanks for you. We give eternal thanks for God's love, for that is what you are. Thanks for listening.